Hello and welcome to my first podcast. My name is Max Röck, and today is a special day. I'm today in Dublin at a car park actually with a good friend. His name is Riadh Mahmoudi, and this episode is episode 8, Give Me Job. It's his story about how he came to Ireland and what he did to become the man he is today. Hello Riadh.
How are you doing? Max. Good man, my old friend Max. I haven't seen you for about couple of years already. Yeah, what an awkward place to do this. But look, it's all natural, it's all spontaneous, and that's what it's all about. Touching people's hearts and talking to people, and and telling stories. The power of telling stories is so important, and sharing experiences and hoping to touch people's heart and help them move forward with their career, with their goals and what have you. So where do we start, my friend?
Yeah, so we had a quick chat, or a much longer chat than we both probably saw in a coffee in Dublin earlier, and you said you're here now, I think 16 years in Dublin now, but you...
All in total about 20 years.
But when you left Algeria, your first destination wasn't Dublin straight away, so there was a long way until you actually arrived here. A lot of different circumstances or maybe coincidence which brought you here eventually.
Yeah, absolutely. Without boring people with too much details, it was a long journey from one European country to another European country to another European country, and I ended up here in Ireland. And it was actually a mixed feeling because I lived in a couple of European countries, and I have to give credit to the people here. They touched my heart, man. Otherwise I wouldn't stay that long in this beautiful city. Arrived with no word of English. That was a big challenge. Can you imagine a young Algerian man coming in this Dublin city and he doesn't have any English? The way to communicate, how can you get anything if you don't speak the language? So that was a very big challenge, right? So, by the way, when you came to Ireland, did you have English?
I did actually, yeah. I worked for an American company before coming to Ireland, and I think I was very scared to actually come to Ireland and knowing that if I'm not able to articulate myself, if I'm not able to communicate efficiently, I won't be able to do my job in the way I used to be able to do it in Germany. Although I needed English back then, but for you it must have been. I can't imagine how hard it must have been to come to Ireland and have no single word of English.
I tell you what, let me tell you something. It's not about the language too, it's about the accent, the Dublin accent, man. That was a big challenge too. Look, this is how it started. Arrived here, you'll have to stick with people of your own country, the people that speaks Arabic, because look, I speak Berber, I'm a native North African, I speak Arabic, I speak French, so you only have to stick to people. When I came here, some friends from my city hosted me and welcomed me, and that's how I started my journey here. So, but the challenge was, how do I get a job? How do I survive? How do I go and be financially independent and I don't have any English? And that's how it started. People of my own country were saying to me, look, it's going to be difficult, it's going to be hard, and look at us here, we don't have any language, and we struggled and we didn't find a job, and it was all negativity, doom and gloom, nothing will work and this and that. But the way I looked at it is, look guys, did you try? Some of them didn't even try hard. Okay, some of them say, I tried. They say, okay, did you try hard? And that was it. For me, it was like, let's try hard, let's dig, let's move forward. And so one of these guys asked him, look, how do you say I'm looking for a job in English? His English wasn't as good as mine, and he was just was trying to help me, and he said, look, I don't know, but I'll find out. And then he came back to me and he said, look, I think you should say, give me job. Can you imagine, Max? You only have three words. Give me job. I said, okay, is that how you say I'm looking for a job in English? He said, I think that's it. And that's how it started, from just a simple 3 words. So I used to wake up in the morning. I used to live, people who knows Dublin, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Dublin 8 in South Circle Road. I used to take, and by the way, for all the listeners out there, I'm so sorry. My nose is blocked. I have a bit of a sniffle, so my apologies if I sound terrible. But I'm gonna try my best to make you all entertained and happy while listening to my story. So, coming back, I used to take the bus, the 122, from the South Circular Road up until O'Connell Street. Okay, can you imagine someone at 21 years old, young man, in the middle of O'Connell Street, just there, take a deep breath. Now, let's start knocking at every door, and all you have to do, Riadh, is just say good morning with a big smiley face. Good morning, give me a job. And that was it. That's how it started. Can you imagine can you just imagine 1 second, you're an owner of a restaurant or an owner of a cafe, and someone knock at your door with his big smiley face and saying, hey, good morning, give me a job. What would be your reaction?
Well, I think I knew you before, and I didn't know about the story myself, and we already knew for years. And seeing it on LinkedIn, then the video about it was really inspiring, and kind of I learned another side from you. But coming back to your question, if you knock on a door and someone tells you give me a job, they obviously ask you what kind of job you want, and then because of your limited English skills, you wouldn't be able to say anything back apart from give me a job. And then people can't see that now, but if you know you're always smiling, you always bring kind of joy into other people's lives. And from that shop owner, if he really sees that as well, he knows if he can get your English skills up, you would be a huge asset for their restaurant.
I think
just to have
I tell you what,
I
might didn't have the language, but they can see it in my face. They can see that this guy here is genuine. Look, it wasn't all hunky-dory, as we say here in Ireland. I mean, look, some people, they laughed at me. Some people, they said, what the heck, man? Where did he come from, man? Give me a job. Lads, come in. Like what you say here in Ireland. Lads, come in here. Listen, say it again. Give me a job. Well, sorry, we don't have any job for you. And I was I kept at it. This persistence is all a game of persistence. The other day on LinkedIn, someone said it's a war of persistence. I said, my brother, let me tell you something. You either choose a war or a game. I choose a game because you have to look at positivity. It's not about a war. It's like I'm going there to fight, and it's all a game. It's like, let's keep at it and let's do it, and let's be persistent and be resilient and chase your dream. I always say to people, look, you have a dream, and that dream shouldn't be buried. You have to keep going. So it took me about 2 months, right, until one day someone in the Flanagans, people who live in Dublin, they know the Flanagans, the restaurant in the middle of the O'Connell Street, and the owner there was saying with his Dublin accent, oh, look at him, he's wrecking me head, give him a bleeding job. And that was it. That was it. And I got a job. What was the job? A kitchen porter, right? Yeah. I didn't have a choice of the matter, right? But yes, I achieved my goal. That was my goal, my excitement, something that excited me. I came with no word of English, and I wanted a job. That was something so exciting for me, and I kept at it until I achieved it, right? I didn't have, as I said, I didn't have a choice of the matter what kind of jobs I want. I didn't have a choice, but I got a job. I proved people who were saying it's not going to work, it's impossible. I proved them wrong, and I didn't take it the way it is. I didn't accept no as an answer, because it's not the first door I knocked. I got a job. I received so many no's, and I didn't accept no as an answer. And I kept at it, and persistent, resilience until I got a job. And that was the start of a lovely, lovely story. From that job, I developed to who I am now, and
we know we probably have all that one friend, or maybe even a few more friends. Every time we see them, they're kind of giving out about their job, of what they hate about their job and why they don't want to go there every day, but they still keep going there to kind of pay their bills. How did you keep your motivation up to go to another restaurant or the same restaurant over and over again? And hearing all those no's all the time, but deep in yourself, you will get that job. if you keep trying? How did you keep that motivation? How did you keep that thought in your mind that you will make it?
The thing is, you have to take it one day at a time, right? I used to wake up in the morning, take the bus and go and start my pitch. It was just a very simple, straightforward pitch. Good morning, give me a job. And probably I added a few words just to make it sound really, really pleasant. Give me a job, please. Or, adding the word please and there and there. But the key is that I took it one day at a time. And I was saying to myself, inside of me, I was saying, look, I stood still and I spoke to myself and I said, look, let there be hope, let there be happiness, let there be job, because I wanted the job. And once you believe in it and you take it one day at a time, look, you might go home and there is nothing, because it took me about 2 months, and every day I go back and I say to myself, look, Riadh, you have done everything that you needed to do that day in that season. And by the way, I want people out there to think about it. It's like a season. After winter there is spring, right? And after spring there is summer. Your seasons is shifting, and that was me. I was like, okay, it's winter now. Maybe it's doom and gloom, okay? Maybe it's just snowing and it's cold and it's raining and it's dark. But my season is shifting. I'm taking it one day at a time. I was taking it one day at a time, and I was like, when I go home, I was saying to myself, I've done everything I possibly could have done that day, in that moment, in that season. Tomorrow, my best is yet to come. And once you look at it this way, it's all about the mental attitude. Once you start thinking positively like this, your season will shift, and you will see the spring, and you will be, and you will succeed. So that was the key, taking it one day at a time, and don't stress too much about it, and do your best.
So you would say, to keep your motivation, it's really important to kind of be grateful for the past or the things you went through, but not focusing on the bad thing that might have happened to you, or maybe the no's we have taken, and there's no point in counting how many no's we have gotten. We still have to get up at the next day. But it's important to kind of have that vision in mind that yes will come if I keep at it, and if I keep putting everything I have into it. Yeah,
of course. And as I say, look, you have your dream. That's your dream. That's your baby. That's you. That's what you want. You either go and fulfill that dream, or you vanish with it. But at least you're chasing your dream, not someone else's dream, right? That was it. It might be simple as just getting a job, right? Or maybe as big as I don't know, conquer the world with a mission that or bring a man mission to humanity, like something really big. But a dream is a dream, right? So I always say to people, you have to keep focused, and you have to keep digging and keep going, and and chase your dream. And if you vanish, at least you tried your best to chase your dream. We studied together, Max. We did an MBA together, right? That dream of having a master, man, it took me 12 years.
Yeah, you said that earlier, that when you were in France, that it was your dream to have a master. But at the time, could you imagine that you would even fulfill that dream in a language you didn't speak at the time when you had that dream coming up?
It's just crazy, I tell you what. Yeah, because I wanted to do a master in France, and things didn't work as planned, without going into too much details. But I had that dream inside of me. I never let it bury. I kept dusting it, because what your enemy wants you to do is to bury that dream and let it like forever. But me, I just have that dusting broom, and I kept undusting that dream. Bring it up, undusting that dream, bring it up, undust, bring it up, undust, bring it up. And it took me 12 years, right? And I didn't even think one day I'm going to have my master in English language, a language that I never spoke, never even, the language that was completely alien to me, right? But when the time came, right, and I always say, and I said it to Stephanie before, some people or some listeners that might disagree with me, but I don't believe in luck, right? I believe when preparation, your preparation, cross path or meets opportunity, that's where wonders happen, you know. It took me 12 years to prepare for the moment where I said to myself, now it's time to take an MBA, it's time to take a master. And what that preparation met the opportunity, yeah. Remember, Max, I was doing 2 programs at the same time, where, you know, 2 major programs at the same time, and people were saying, are you crazy? You say, yeah, I am crazy, because I'm prepared, and this is an opportunity, because for the second program, the International Project Management Program, was paid for. So I said, that's an opportunity to upskill, right? So I'm going to take it, because I'm prepared. So when preparation meets the opportunity, you seize that opportunity and you take it and you move forward in your career, you move forward in your life, you move forward in anything you want. Don't give up. It may take time, but as I said, the key is to get that dust broom, just undust your dream and let it bring it up to surface, you know. That's my advice to you guys. Yeah.
For those who listen and I'm not aware, Stephanie is my partner, so you probably heard of her in a previous episode, and she's here with me in Dublin, and she met Riadh. She heard a lot about him before from me, but she hasn't met him yet, so that's why she came with us here as well. And I totally agree. It's when we have the dream deep in us, and sometimes we keep a dream in us since we're like small children, and we kept it deep in us because maybe our uncle, maybe a parent, because they didn't want to see us crying because we didn't get closer to the dream, kept telling us, oh, that dream is too big, or that is nothing for you. And deep in us we still know that dream is there, so we have to, as Riadh said, we have to keep dusting it and bring it back up. And well, if it's all which really matters. If it's a dream we can work on, I think that's what will bring fire in us. And if we have that fire and that passion for a dream, we will be good at it, regardless of what it is.
Absolutely. Remember, your seasons are shifting. You haven't sang your best song yet. You haven't written your book yet. You haven't dreamed your best dream yet. You are just a miracle waiting for a place to happen. You have to believe in it this way. You know, and once you get into that state of mind, that frame state of mind, I tell you what, wonders will happen. Wonders will happen. And it's crazy, because I never thought one day that I will speak English. Not nonetheless to have, you know, an MBA and another master, you know, postgrad in creative thinking, innovation, entrepreneurship, another international project management program, you know, from major, you know, university, and, you know, be awarded distinction here, student of the year there. But it's all about, you know, having that state of mind and focusing on your dream. Keep digging, and then preparation, and then when the opportunity, as I said, comes, bam, get them together, stick them, and fulfill that dream.
I would say as well, if it's something we're really passionate about, it only matters that we do a little thing. Maybe if it's 10 minutes, half an hour every day, constantly for 12 years. And as you did, you started with give me a job, and I'm not sure how the experience was from learning those first 3 words in your English vocabulary to be able to write a thesis in an English language.
And the topic was about you know, the housing crisis. I was very passionate about what's going on in Ireland. And it's funny. You know what's funny too is learning a Dublin accent. I can put in a strong Dublin accent here. But look, the chef used to be in the Flanagan's restaurant. The chef was from Glasnevin, right? And used to call me Frenchy. He used to go, Frenchy, come here, I'll tell you something. That's a bit of a Dublin accent for you. Come here, I'll tell you something, Frenchy. And he used to go, I used to have a small book, like when I'm on my break time, I go through it and say, you know, come here, I'll tell you something, what is something here? And I was flicking through going through the book and said, what is tell you something here? Because that's not English. And then I realised soon after that, this is a Dublin accent you have, you know. So I had to learn the Dublin accent too. That's funny. But And by the way, we have Stephanie. You have to say something here. You're not going to miss you.
Yeah.
We have a beautiful, beautiful lady here, Stephanie, with us, and she's going to say something. Okay, we're not going to miss you. Go ahead, Stephanie. Say something.
Hey guys. Yes, so first time you hear me. That's crazy. I'm doing so much live videos, not the last few weeks, unfortunately, but this day to meet Riadh was really special for me today, because I asked him a lot of questions. How can I get better in things? And it really helped me a lot, and the message he is sharing is really amazing.
Cool, thank you. So, Max, what's next, or should we, we wrap it up?
I think we wrap it up. If there's something, let's say, if that audio gets to every person on that planet, is there something you want them to know for their life?
Yeah, the only thing I want you guys to know is this is as follows, okay? Look, we are human being, right? So treat other people like a human being. Touch the heart, right? Because it's so beautiful once you touch a heart, and you'll see wonderful things happening. Treat people like a human being. And let me tell you something. At the end of the day, we all go through pains. We all have dreams. We all have, things that we want to, do in our life. And the days goes by, and the years goes by, and nothing will happen. And we all go, nothing will happen. It's going to be the same as yesterday, and this and that. And then we all go through this pain. My advice to you guys is, there is two kind of people that I know. People who go through the pain and come out defeated, miserable, depressed, and people, you guys, who grow through the pain and come out excited, looking forward to the next opportunity. And I want you to be these kind of people. I believe in you, and I want you to all, your enemy wants you to bury your dreams. I want you to keep getting that dustpan, that imaginary dustpan, and keep dusting your dream and let it go up, and be strong, be happy, and I love you all, guys, and thank you very much for listening.
Stephanie, what would you say?
Okay, Stephanie probably.
Okay, Stephanie is good for you, but I want to say thank you for the time Riadh took, and Stephanie as well, to be on that episode today. And I would also like to share with you, if there's someone in your life you maybe haven't seen for years, something really important in life, and I think the most important thing in life is the connection we have between humans, between other people. And if that is that person which comes into your mind now, listening to those words, reach out to that person and
I
talk
tell
to
you
him
what,
again.
just one thing. Yeah, speaking about this particular point. Yeah, you might don't even regret the sale that you haven't made. You missed her. You might don't even regret the target that you haven't reached, and you worked hard and you haven't reached. But let me tell you something. Towards the end of your life, there is something that you will definitely regret. Is the valuable time that you spend with the people you love, the people whom you love. So I want everyone to go out there, spend a valuable quality time with the people they love, right? And and be happy, and it's so important that to surround yourself with people who believe in what you believe, and be happy. And as I said, I love you guys. And Max, thank you so much, man, for inviting me to your podcast. It's an always absolute pleasure speaking to you. We spent 2 years together studying. It was a really great meeting. Such a gentleman like you. Looking forward to the future. Thank you.
So thank you very much. And if you want to hear more from Riadh, I will put his LinkedIn contact details into the show notes, and a video link to his Give Me Job video, which was on LinkedIn. It's really inspiring, and I can all recommend you to listen to it. And thank you for listening, and until next time.